This is 5 Minute Feng Shui, episode 69, Feng Shui After Divorce, Ways to Heal. Welcome to the 5 Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hey there, how are you today? I hope you are having a fabulous day. We are just about a week out from Valentine's Day, and for a lot of folks, that's a lot of fun, right? It's hearts and flowers, it's champagne, wine and roses, all that good stuff. But you know, if you're coming out of a divorce, a lengthy relationship, sometimes it can be a little bit painful to think about those reminders of love, hearts and flowers, and all that good stuff. And in fact, a lot of times people have a hard time moving on from relationships. And this is another area where Feng Shui can be a help, where it can help you kind of get unstuck from that old relationship energy and help get you into a new path and create a new energetic way for yourself, because that's really what you have to do, right? Once you've had that relationship for a long time, you have to kind of have a little bit of a pattern interrupt, so you're not stuck in that old marriage energy, even if you know, your divorce is final and you think everything's going on. If your whole surroundings haven't changed, then it's possible you could stay in that same sort of energy that you were in before your divorce, and then you end up wondering, why does life seem the same except so and so isn't here anymore? My spouse is no longer around, but it still seems like my same life. Let's talk about that, because when you're married and it's wonderful, but when it's not, staying married when you're unhappy is its own certain kind of misery. We know that, and divorce is often not the only answer. Yet even when a divorce is the best option, there's still a feeling of loss, disappointment, and many times failure. It's in our homes and in those despondent feelings that we can often become stuck. So one of the best aspects of Feng Shui is the ability to help you cope with loss, trauma, and the emotional turmoil that can naturally occur in life, but that can seem really painful after divorce. It's often more difficult to readjust after divorce than it is in emotional trauma, because a home is a shared space. I mean, you two, if you are still in the same place that you were when you were married, the house quite literally symbolizes you as a couple, making the space around you feel maybe more lonely or filled with hurt, or can keep you frozen and unable to move on. So when your partner in life is gone, your house can feel especially empty. Or you may move on after divorce and then feel the pain of singleness in your new space. But no matter whether you stay in the home you shared with your spouse or if you moved on, Feng Shui can help you heal and begin moving forward again in both your home and your life. And the way it does that is by creating new paths of energy, and so that you can start moving in a new way and being in a new way and accepting new energies. And not just that you're the same person, just minus your former spouse. You want to be a new person. You want to be a new life. You want to have new energy as well. So one of the ways that you do that is by seeing your home in a new way. And this can help kind of reset your heart and eyes, because those two are connected, actually. Your heart is actually symbolized by your eyes. And you know how we have the look of love and we fall in love and our eyes connect? That's, that heart-eye connection, right? When you've felt love, we fall in love with someone through our eyes, and that feeling, we know, goes straight to our hearts. And after divorce, the symbols and items in our homes can be a powerful reminder to our eyes of the loss to our heart. So because you're starting over, it's important to help your heart kind of reset itself by taking some of the visual reminders of your former relationship away, or simply move them into different areas so that you see your home in a new way, and that makes you see your life in a new way. So you do that by taking down all the artwork in your home and moving it into a new position. This helps to reawaken your eyes and your heart to a new way of feeling and seeing again. So take out all the old photographs of you as a couple so that you don't see your then self. And then go out and take photos of yourself with friends as you are now and put those into frames. It's a good way to kind of restart everything. Really important. The other thing is that you see yourself in your new life. So, for instance, I think it's great to see pictures of yourself doing things like candid photos, maybe walking your dog, doing yoga, or cooking with friends. It may feel funny to pose for photographs, and it may feel kind of hollow to you. But when you get those back and you actually put those pictures out around, and you're seeing yourself in your new life doing things you enjoy, it's very validating. And it reinforces into your consciousness, hey, I'm creating this new life. And when you see those photos, it's going to have an impact on your eyes and your heart, and help you to sort of rewire, because that's really what we have to do, is rewire after a relationship, right? And we're looking to create new energy. And when we see ourselves doing new things, or in new photos of ourselves, it helps to forge those new paths. So the other thing that we want to do is take out any old symbols. So just as a house symbolizes a marriage and the couple who live there, so can other items like bedroom furniture, a desk, a chair. Just start in the bedroom. This is really an important thing. And just consider swapping out your bedroom furniture with maybe with some replacements, or new furniture if you can. And really, if you can, replace the mattress. It's so, so important. The longer you are married, the more important it is that you swap out that mattress and you get it replaced with something new. Because the bed is the single most significant symbol of a marital relationship. That means the actual bed you slept on really should be replaced or changed. At the very least, have your mattress sanitized, or bring it outside into the bright sunlight. And then maybe put a new topper on it. I also like to do a little cleansing ceremony. You can take some lavender oil, essential oil. I like to take like a spray bottle with some water, and let's put some water in a glass jar and let it sit in the sun for at least 8 hours if you can. And that sun-charged water is called sunshine water, naturally. It's often used as a remedy in China as a cleaning agent, and in areas where people have been ill, or they've had problems, or even have died. And we have a loss of a relationship. It is a death of sorts. So I think it's a really nice idea to get that sunshine water and then add a few drops of some lavender essential oil and spray the mattress at the very least. And the other thing that you can do is, if you have a singing bowl, I would put the singing bowl on the mattress and hit it. You wake a singing bowl up. You have to hit it 4 times, north, east, south, and west. And this keep ringing that bowl. And if you have, I actually like to use 2 types of singing bowls actually in space clearing. I like to use a large singing bowl because it has the deep hum, that really deep. And then if you have a small singing bowl, it has a deeper sound. If you hang on, I'll show you an example. Now, the purpose of the singing bowls are to release the energies that have collected in this mattress that you have shared as a couple. And sound is one of the ways that we can clear out old energies. So now I want you to listen to the two types of sounds, because one is a lower sound and one is a higher sound. And they clear out at different vibrational levels and cut through that energy. So I'm just going to bang these really quickly and give you a sample. 1 second. Isn't that beautiful? And that's a really wonderful way for you to clear your bed, and you'll use your singing bowl to wake it up and then run the mallet around the bowl so it continues to vibrate and hum and send those vibrational waves through your mattress, and will help to clear out that any stale or stuck energy. I want you to be thinking about your permission, and to give yourself permission to let go. That sometimes we hold on to old marital items and symbols because, well, they're still perfectly good, they're brand new, they're too expensive to throw away, or it will hurt to get rid of it. A wedding album and a wedding dress, yes, can actually be thrown away. Your old spouse's favorite chair can be donated. Let go of wedding gifts and other wedding items. If it makes you feel better, keep one photograph, but let the rest go. Or box them all up and remove them from the premises. It's really important that you have your energetic imprint on the space now, and that you do this sort of energetic clearing, both of the bed, of belongings, of possessions that symbolize the two of you. Really important to replace old patterns of behavior and objects with new habits, new patterns, new object. And that means you have permission to do what you want, when you want, create a new schedule, watch those period TV shows you like so much because you didn't get to see them on the weekends. Maybe don't adhere to old schedule or activities. You want to create new ones. Instead of going to the lake on Saturdays, maybe you take a day trip to new locales in your area. You have permission to do as you like now. So it's so important that you make an effort to create those new patterns and those new things and activities that are validating and confirming of you and what you like. And while you're doing that, be looking at places of support. You want to find people and places that support you in your quest to start anew. And this could be anyone from friends that you go out to finding maybe a therapist, a singles group, a physical trainer, somebody who can help you with do a personalized workout, and professional help too. This could be getting a new financial advisor, a better attorney, or even working with a Feng Shui consultant or a personal coach who can help you clear your space of old energies to re-energize your home and life. I'm a big believer too in massage and body work like network chiropractic. It's a specialized form of chiropractic that helps release old traumas and helps create new pathways of energy and unstick old pathways that are stuck in your spine. I really love this. Body talk, Reiki can also be helpful. We want to augment that by activating the northwest corner of your home with something metallic or with crystals or gems to bring these sources of support to you in your life. So if you're a woman and that man has gone, or you're a man and a man has gone, it doesn't matter what gender you are, and you've lost the man in your life, you still want to have male energy. It's really important because male energy is associated with heaven energy. And that northwest corner is all those people that you can start building up in your life who support you. So like that's your personal trainer, your personal coach, your Feng Shui consultant, whoever it is that you choose to work with to support you. Now, let's talk about loving yourself. You want to treat yourself the same way that you would a good friend. So buy some of your favorite things, whether that's a scented candle, a specialty coffee. Maybe you loved making espresso and your former spouse hated it. So what? Get yourself a fancy schmancy espresso. maker, if that's what makes you happy. I think that's a terrific way to validate yourself, and set up a schedule of regular pampering, whether that's manicures and pedicures, whatever it is that just makes you feel like you're taken care of. And especially you have to think about taking care of yourself, because obviously, if there was a divorce, many times there's a feeling that you weren't taken care of, you weren't appreciated, that you weren't validated, or your needs didn't matter. And this is so important that you do that for yourself and take those actions. A lot of times people may think that, doing these types of things is just self-improvement. It's not really Feng Shui, but it is. And let me tell you why. Because one cornerstone of Feng Shui, it's like a three-legged stool. And one of the legs of the Feng Shui stool is Feng Shui. So moving things around, putting certain symbols in certain locations. But the other leg of the stool is the actions that you take for yourself. And Feng Shui is so much more powerful when you take actions in your home and in your environment, and you take actions in your life. When you do that, then you compound the likelihood you're going to get the change that you're seeking, the benefits that you're looking for. It makes such a difference. So this really is. So while I'm talking about doing body work and espresso machines, that really is Feng Shui, because it is something that an action that you're taking on your own behalf. And that's really important. It's also important, while you're loving on yourself, is to love on your house. It's critical that you see your home and your space as your space, and not just as the space that someone left or that you're alone in. And that's why you want to introduce good and fresh energy into your home, into your space, so that you are re-energizing it and re-imprinting it, your energy, with things that validate your needs. So buy your home fresh flowers every week to introduce fresh, vibrant energy that is yang, beautiful energy. You want to make sure you clean it thoroughly. I can't say enough. Neatness doesn't count. Cleanliness does. I've seen a lot of neat houses. And while that's great, and that worked for your first grade teacher when it came to your writing, what really counts is clean. And it's great if your house is orderly, but it's really got to be clean. Don't think that keeping things picked up and put away, that is a substitute for cleaning. Deep, clean energy is what you need. Good cleaning energy. That dust is stagnant, and you need to get it out of there, all the dirt and grime and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? I find that the more I clean and the more I work on my house, the better I feel. It's amazing how that works. But maybe that's something you don't enjoy doing. Here's what I think is so important to focus on, is enjoying how it feels. Because when you walk into your home and it's clean, truly clean, not just picked up, not just neat, not just orderly, but clean, it just gives you that sigh. You feel so great. It's so important that if you can't get it cleaned regularly, you can't do it yourself, it's too much to do or what have you, or you don't want to do it, hire someone. Give someone a job that loves to clean. Because it's amazing how just that simple act of cleaning reinforces you. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like this space is clear. It's energetically clear. And you feel taken care of. Because when we take care of our house, we take care of us. So make sure that if you haven't given your house a good old-fashioned scrub down in a long time, do that this weekend. Get out those rubber gloves, and I love to get a really nice tote and buy some nice cleaning things that will make you want to clean. It's amazing when you have the right tools, you have things that make you excited about doing something, a project like a deep clean, how it makes you feel. So invest in those. It doesn't take a whole lot of money, but just a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and you're going to feel so taken care of. Now, while it may be tempting to avoid your house, don't. Putting in that extra time and TLC into your home pays you back exponentially. Find things to change or redecorate that bring you joy. Work on any maintenance issues. Clear up any kind of old dripping faucets, or maybe you've got a dresser that you used to have from your former marriage. Give it a coat of paint. It's amazing when you paint something. I see it all the time on Pinterest and on decorating channels that repainting a piece of furniture can just make it look brand new. It's amazing. Change out the knobs or pulls on the drawers, that kind of thing. It's remarkable. Putting in that extra time and TLC into your home is a hopeful sign. And it symbolizes you moving on and brings renewed energy to your home. Another thing to really think about is, and this is so important because energy begins at your doorstep. So think about changing out the color of your front door, swapping out light fixtures, or repainting your bedroom. This puts a personal, energetic stamp on your home that says, this space is my space, and that I enjoy it, and I'm moving forward with hope and expectation. Now, another thing that you want to do is to see your life and home grow. I cannot think of a better way to improve the feng shui of your home and your life, and to symbolize a new start is by adding pretty plants and flowers and landscaping. Buying a pretty plant to set in a window indoors, or a pot up some new plants for your patio. It just brings new life. So try adding a kitchen garden with some herbs. Plants are one of the best ways to add new energy to your home and life, and seeing that growing energy and having your hands in dirt is nature's way of showing us that there's always new life, there's always a fresh start, and there's always renewal. And I will tell you, that is the number one tip that my feng shui teacher taught me, was if she could do just one thing to a home, it would be to change the landscaping, because whatever you're surrounded by has such a great influence on you. And I believe the same thing. So if you own a home and your landscape is sad, and the paths are kind of messy, and the walkway to your front door needs to have the beds cleaned out and replanted, you've got a dying plant somewhere, there's this old broken patio furniture, what do you think that's going to do? Because all that energy that is around the house comes into the house. You're bringing all that broken, dead, tired, sad energy, and it's coming inside with you. Work on that landscaping, repaint the front door, get yourself a new bed, or clear the one that you have, and move those your pictures and all your objects around. Get some new accessories. It will make a huge difference. So let's talk real quickly with my 3 top tips for healing after divorce. Tip number 1, create new you energy. That means treating yourself to something that you really want, creating new patterns of being, creating pictures of you in your new life, have a friend follow you around while you're walking your dog or whatever it is that you're doing, and have them snap some pictures and get those pictures printed and put them into frames and set them out in your house. I want you to see yourself in your new life. So important. Create new you energy. Number 2, remove all that old energy. So that could be old love objects, from everything from pictures of the two of you together, or mementos. If you can't bear to throw it away, and I really highly encourage you to do so, if you just can't bear to throw them away, at least put them in a box and put them out in the garage, or put them in a storage room. But I really encourage you to make the hard decision. You got rid of the relationship. You've moved on from the relationship and that person in your life. Now move on from the items that symbolize it. You can do it. And number 3 is change 2 key areas. Your front door, I'd like you to repaint it, add new hardware, put new lights up, add new potted plants, something like that. Really get a nice fresh coat of paint on the front door and work on your bedroom. Look at getting some new furniture. If you have some furniture from your past relationship, really try to get the mattress replaced if you can. That can make such a big difference. Really important, because that's foundational. It is the number one symbol of your relationship. Just get that bed, get a new bed. You can repaint your dresser, you can repaint other items in the room, but that bed really needs to go. It would be so helpful if you could replace that bed. All right, well, there you go. I wish you all the best in your new life. And if you're just thinking, I just need to start over, or I need something fresh in my life, and you're not divorced, these are great tips to use irrespective of whether you have somebody still in your life, you're still married, or you have a partnership. It doesn't matter. You can still use these ideas to help you if you're looking to create a nice, new, fresh start. And I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you on the next episode of 5 Minute Feng Shui. Thanks for listening to 5 Minute Feng Shui today. The year of the rat is coming, and I want to share with you where you can find money, love, and opportunity in 2020. And it's all in my annual Feng Shui forecast, the Success Pack. You get a full year of in-depth Feng Shui details about how to use the energy of the year for success and prosperity. That's because every year we're showered with a Roman candle of opportunities for money, abundance, love, and opportunity. You just have to know where they are. And my Year of the Rat Feng Shui Success Pack includes all the details for every house and every zodiac sign. You also get this year's lucky clothing, handbag, and wallet colors. So be sure to go to redlotusletter.com/rat for all the details on the Year of the Rat and how to make this year the year of your dreams.